The Tacoma Police Department is working on fixing a diversity problem, especially when it comes to female officers. Tonight, Tacoma Bureau Chief Kristen Ayers talked with the department and discovered some pretty shocking numbers. Kristen, good evening.
Yeah, I've been looking at those numbers tonight, and they show that the population of Tacoma's black female population is about 5%. But when it comes to the police force, it's only about 1%. Tonight, Tacoma police say they're working to change that. Ask Tacoma police officer Loretta Cool about the department's diversity problem, and she doesn't mince words.
What we traditionally see is the majority of people who apply to our department are white males.
She says it's not for lack of trying. The department advertises everywhere, from patrol cars to billboards and on social media, but time and time again,
our efforts are apparently falling short.
And there's one demographic where she says the diversity gap is crystal clear.
We are lacking for African American females to apply here.
Of 361 commissioned police officers at the Tacoma Police Department, only 4 are black women.
What we would really love to see is that the diversity of our department matches the diversity of the city.
So the department is doing something unusual. They've hired an ad agency, which is holding a series of focus groups to figure out how to better engage with and hire people of color.
I just really appreciate the department being transparent and allowing space for voice.
One of the sessions was here at Peace Community Center last night. Executive Director L. Denise Randall says her nonprofit works to expose young people in Tacoma to careers where they're underrepresented, and last night's focus group fit the bill.
Our organization's goal and mission is really to be a space and an organization where individuals can come and they can gather, and where we're able to share different stories and narratives and experiences.
As to whether it will work,
if this doesn't boost numbers, we'll explore other avenues.
So no way to know for sure how well this will work, but Cole says if people have ideas for how to increase diversity at the department is willing to listen. Live in Tacoma, Kristen Ayers, King 5 News.